Hey guys, it's Blaine here. Alright, so let's do a little story time here. Um, a little background on me. Um, I've been in the automotive business for my whole life, really. I've worked on engines my whole life, dirt bikes, small engines, I've done welding. I pretty much did everything. My family's, a blue collar family. We've done, my whole family does construction. My dad did, what was he? Anyway, it's not the point. The story about me is, I grew up around, engines my whole life, and I always wanted to be a mechanic when I got older. But, my family was an addicted family. My family partied. My sister was a drug addict. I surrounded myself with drug addict people. But the story has a good ending because it's a life lesson for everybody. And it's really to just spread the word to never give up. Because the reason I say that is because I was a drug addict for a long time. Um, I was a heroin addict. Um, I've been with my girl for 12 years now. Um, we've had an apartment, we have a house, had a brand new car, I had everything. But I smoked weed. That was fine. I don't have nothing against marijuana. It's just I had an addicted personality like the rest of my family. So anyway, I started experimenting with perk 30s, and then one thing led to another. So I was doing heroin for probably like 5 years, 6 years, and previous to that, I was on and off with that shit. But I was in and out of jail. It's not the life that anybody should live. I don't recommend ever going to jail or doing heroin at that point because that shit will ruin your family. My sister is dead from heroin. I don't know why I continued to do heroin. Um, I lost everything. I was on the verge of losing my family, my kids, my girl, my livelihood. I lost my friends, and I had literally nothing. I was at rock bottom, and it's a very humbling place to be. Is probably the best word I could say because when I sat in jail and rehab for the amount of time that I did, I'm not gonna push God on anybody like that, but I found my higher power, which is step one in the 12 steps. If anybody's ever been in this predicament before, your higher power could be anything, but I'm not gonna really get into that much. I just want to explain that I had a family that cared, but I was rebellious. I hung out with the people that I shouldn't have hung out with. I did things that I shouldn't have done. I was able to own a firearm. I'm not allowed to own a firearm no more. I completely fucked my life up. But least to say is that I never gave up. I just kept trying because I'm not a quitter. I'll never be a quitter. Um, the point of the story is that when I got out of jail and rehab, my mind was different this time because I didn't want to be a loser no more. I didn't want to lose my girl of 12 years. I didn't want to lose my kids. When I was in jail, my mother died. So I wasn't even there to be there for my mom's funeral. And, that's just a fucked up thing, guys. Don't ever put yourself in a predicament like this because it's just a fucking horrible life to live. So, I got clean. March 28th will be a year that I've been off drugs. But anyway, I got out of rehab August 28th. I found a job right away. I went to a couple meetings, but meetings just aren't for me. They're good for some people need meetings. I don't need meetings. I was on the Sublocade shot. I finally got off of that. I don't want to be dependent on anything. But anyway, I got a job. I work two jobs now. During the day, I do small engine repair, which is what this channel is about, and my YouTube channel. And at night, I do welding. Um, you know, I've been, like I said, I've been out of rehab and jail since August 28th. I just bought a house January 9th. So the point of this is to say, just because you were a drug addict or anything like that, don't give up, guys, because I didn't give up. I worked my fucking ass off to get what I got back. And it may not be a mansion. I may not have a brand new car like I did, but you know, I got a car, I got my kids, I got my girl, I got a place to live, I got a roof over my head, and I got 2 jobs. My boss at my job during the day, which is small and repair, he gave me a key to the shop, and I was honest with him about everything, and he's trusted me to give me the key to the shop. I was upfront with everybody about everything, and you know, honesty goes a long way. My probation officer is not an asshole to me like she was before because I was a lying drug addict thief. So, you know, the point of the story is just to say, just never give up, guys, because you know, if you just follow your dreams and pursue with anything, manifestation is real. You know, I never expected to, you know, have what I have right now in the amount of time that I been out and clean. But you know, I'm really enjoying being sober. I'm living life, and I'm just glad that I'm not dead, because there was times that I just wanted to die because I just couldn't stop being a piece of fucking shit. And it's horrible to say that, but you know, I just wanted to post this video just to let you guys know. It's a little different than what I normally post, but you know, there's people out there that are struggling. Please reach out to somebody, man, because like, this shit that's out there now is death. It's just death, and it's just not cool, man. I thought, you know, I don't know. I just thought people never knew that I was a drug addict, but obviously everybody knew, and it's just a shitty life to live. So, if you're in active addiction, please seek out counseling, go to rehab, whatever you got to do to get off of drugs, because it's just not the life to live, especially nowadays. Everything's so expensive, and you know, one slip up, you're in jail, and you could lose your life. You know, there's only 3 ways with addiction: it's death, jail, institutions, or being sober. And I choose to be sober and take my life back, because I like being sober, and I like being around my kids, and you know, I like not being in jail and being able to do things that I want, not on a certain time or being locked away in a room all day long, or whatever the case is. But like I said, I just wanted to post this video. It's an uplifting video, a little bit about me and you know, the struggles that I've gone through and how I got to the point that I'm at now. Yeah, so please follow me on YouTube. My link is above on my page. Like this video on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, whatever. If you like these kind of videos, maybe I'll post videos like this to help people out. You know, explain addiction a little bit better, or how I beat addiction. I'm not saying I'm cured, because I'm not cured. I'm always going to have an addictive personality, but the things that help me with addiction. So, like I said, please like, subscribe, follow me on YouTube, TikTok, and yeah, drop a comment if you know you've been in an active addiction and got clean, and what you did or what you do to cope with addiction. You know, I'd like to hear your story. Thanks again, guys. You know, a little bit of views and the few followers that I do have means a lot to me, because you know, I'm just trying to better my life and give my kids a better life and my wife a better life, because you know what, they deserve it after all the shit that I put them through. So thanks again, guys. Have a good one.